All right, I've got 6 bikes in the back of my truck with my Raceface bike carrier. Raceface also makes good parts like the cranks on our old crusty dirt jumper that have held up really well over the years. And let's take a look at it with no bikes on it. So you've got a flap here in case you want to open your tailgate, easy access. It's thickly padded. The straps that hold it on are durable. There's 3 of them, and it comes with little elasticy things to wrap around the straps to keep them from flapping in the breeze. And there's pads for the bikes, and there's loops, 6 of them, that can hold the bike down on top of the rack. Raceface. So when you buy one of these, you want to make sure you get the right size. So measure the width of your tailgate. They make them for small trucks and also for big trucks. Now, there are some considerations when you ride them this way. You want to make sure that your wheels aren't destroying each other and your brakes aren't banging into each other and bending your discs and such. On this one, I have to turn the discs to the outside because if I turn them to the inside, they'll bang on the bumper and bend. The straps are adjustable in a couple of different ways. So if you have a really skinny tube bike, you put it in skinny mode. And if you have a really fat bike, you can put it in fat bike mode and the strap gets a little longer. That's kind of a bad explanation, but if you get one of these, you'll find the ways that you can do that. So you can see that even this big fat silly bicycle is held on by the same strap as the skinny bicycle. You got a lot of room behind the bikes to haul luggage if you need to, all of your gear. And you can see the bikes are pretty close together. So you want to just make sure they're not banging into each other while they're back there. If I do it, I like to put a strap through the wheels or through the frames to keep them apart. And you can see on this one, if we drive like this and bounce down some roads, we might bend my derailleur. So you want to just make sure that everything, especially if you're hauling 6 bikes, is strapped down and held so it's not going to move too much. And I've got these hooks on my truck, which I can use to run a luggage strap through to keep them stationary. The straps in the front do a good job of keeping them where they are and keeping them from falling over. Now, my truck has a 6.5-foot bed, and you can see there's plenty of space behind the bikes for you to carry stuff. If you had one of those silly modern trucks that's not a real truck that has a 4-foot bed, this probably would still work for you. I think with as much bike as hanging out the back, there would be enough room for the bike to fit in the short bed truck. Now, where do you put this thing when you're not using it? Do not crush it. Do not fold it. So you got to find a 5-foot tall, 2-foot wide space to store it in when it's not in use.